The Qutub Shahi dynasty ruling Hyderabad from 1518 to 1687 left a vibrant legacy etched in the Indo-Islamic architecture. Their iconic tombs showcased a blend of Indian and Persian styles. Now they will have a digital twin. These virtual replica, meticulously mapped with billions of data points, ensures that preservation for the future generation. And imagine a virtually exploring intricate soaring domes, which is a testament to both history and cutting-edge technology. So it is the past meeting the future and safeguarding the heritage beyond the physical limitations. So, hello everyone, I welcome you all to the Aptiblis Academy of Civil Services, a premier organization for preparation of civil services exam. And in today's News in Focus video session, we will discuss the digital twin news and about the Qutub Shahi dynasty of Deccan, specifically rulers of Golconda Kingdom comprehensively. So this is an important topic for various civil services exams along with the UPSC. So it relates to various topics of prelims and GSP, specifically the GS paper 1. It's about the art and culture and the history and the related art and architecture. So UPSC also asked the questions about the dynasty, art and architecture. So this is an important topic. Let's move to the context. So in a bid to preserve the cultural heritage, a reality tech firm Hexagon has developed a digital twin of Hyderabad's iconic Muhammad Quli Qutub Shah tombs. So the digital twin is a kind of virtual replica of tomb which mimics the real tomb surface and texture. So it is a digital model of an object, systems or a process that acts the same as its real world counterpart. It helps companies and organizations to understand a physical object or a process in a better way. So this historic Qutub Shahi tombs in Hyderabad will having such kind of digital twin. A Hexagon, a reality technology solution company, has used various drone scanners to capture over 10.7 billion data points, which represents around 10,000 square meter area. So let's learn more details about the process. This digital twin serves as a powerful tool for understanding and analyzing physical entities, which will aid in simulation, testing and decision making processes. It will cover around 106-acre area of Quli Qutub Shah tombs, which is a unique necropolis on the globe. It is one of those 50 historic sites in the nation that are awaiting designation as a World Heritage Site. What is necropolis? We will talk about it later. For creating digital twin, a combination of fixed, यहाँ पे हम थोड़ा सा process के बारे में जान लेते हैं. So a combination of fixed, mobile and aerial digital equipment are used to capture the images of tomb from both inside and outside. And after this, the data captured over 3 days, which was merged to create the digital twins. And the various cutting edge technologies like reality capture, geospatial mapping and 3D scanning were used. And in the end, in the final phase, the company pieced together an actionable digital twins with rich data and it was meshed using the advanced artificial intelligence tool. So what is the significance? What is the need to preserve such kind of tombs? So in modern times, we see that cultural heritage serves as a testament to our identity, our history, and our values. So it's like preserving the heritage is promoting the future. And despite its value being recognized worldwide, urbanization is a threat to such kind of monuments or tombs or such kind of cultural entities. So threats are fast population shift and population pressure, homogenization, identity loss, and demolition of such structures. So in a bid to preserve such heritage and making their digital version, the monument's digital version would help in the preserving the culture in a long way. So the goal is simple, improving the visitor's experience and preserving the landmark. And this digital replica of historical tomb from the 16th century is awaiting the UNESCO World Heritage Tag. We already discussed about that. So this digital twin will provide the opportunity to view the tomb from both inside and outside from various perspectives, and it will honor the founder of Hyderabad and the 5th ruler of the Qutub Shahi dynasty that ruled the Golconda Empire. So let's understand about the Shahi Qutub tombs. These Qutub Shahi tombs are situated in the Ibrahim Bagh, which is near the renowned Golconda Fort in Hyderabad, India. So these overall this Qutub Shahi tomb complex is notable for housing the tomb and mosques built by the various rulers of Qutub Shahi dynasty. So these important 7 Qutub Shahi tombs are: 1. Sultan Quli Qutub Shah, Ibrahim Quli Qutub Shah, which ruled from 1550 to 1580, and the Muhammad Quli Qutub Shah 1580 to 1612. Also the Jamshid Quli Qutub Shah, Sultan Muhammad Qutub Shah, Abdullah Qutub Shah, and Hayat Bakshi Begum. The Begum was the only daughter of Muhammad Quli Qutub Shah. So first is Sultan Quli Qutub ul Mulk. It was built in 1543 and it features an octagonal tomb chamber with inscription in various scripts like Naqsh and Tawq. Second is Jamshid Quli Qutub Shah. It is notable for 2-story structure and there is lack of inscription here, and it was built around 1550 AD. Third is Sultan Ibrahim Quli Qutub Shah, which was built in 1580. It is large in size with the traces of tiles on its southern wall. तो इनकी southern wall पर कुछ trace मिलते हैं कि यहाँ पे पहले tiles रही होंगी. And the fourth one is Muhammad Quli Qutub Shah. It was built in 1602 AD and it is considered the grandest, and it is adorned with the inscription in Persian and Naqsh script. Now next the Sultan Muhammad Qutub Shah, which was constructed or built in 1626. It features enameled tiles and inscription in Thulut and Naqsh script. So script यहाँ पे Naqsh तो लगभग कॉमन है, इसके अलावा यहाँ पे सुल्तान मोहम्मद कुतुब शाह में Thulut स्क्रिप्ट में भी इंस्क्रिप्शंस मिले हुए हैं. Abdullah Qutub Shah. This is the last royal tomb which was built in 1672 with inscriptions in Thulut and Naqsh script. And Hayat Bakshi Begum के बारे में हमने बात की थी. She was not a Qutub Shahi ruler, but एक बहुत ही significant figure थी. So her tomb complex features a grand mosque and mortuary bath. ठीक है. इसके अलावा और भी अलग monuments हैं, जैसे मस्जिद, mortuary bath, दरगाह ऑफ हुसैन साहब वली, जो कि एक सूफी संत थे, who was known for building Hussain Nagar. Some of the tombs are also featured here. So as we mentioned earlier, it is a necropolis. Necropolis simply means it is a large designed cemetery with elaborated tombs, monuments, and the name this necropolis comes from the ancient Greek language, which means the city of the dead. Alright, so let's learn about the architecture of this. So first is structure. So these tombs form a large cluster and they stand on a raised platform, right? So the structure is built on the raised square base surrounded by the pointed arcs, as you can see here. So it is a distinctive style which blends Persian and Indian forms, right? So these tombs are surrounded by the landscaped gardens. Let's talk about the interior. Each tomb contains a coffin in the center, which covering the burial vault in the crypt, right? And in the design element we can see this is originally adorned with the blue and green tiles, but now these tombs have retained only a few fragments. So there is detailed stonework, and tombs are surrounded by landscape gardens, as we already discussed, right? So once there was carpets, these tombs were furnished with carpets, chandeliers, झूमर होते हैं जो, and velvet canopies on the silver poles, right? Copies of Qurans were also kept on pedestal, and readers recited verses from the holy book at regular intervals. But now this is history. So let's talk about the historical significance of these tombs. First, during the Qutub Shahi period, these tombs held the great religious and cultural significance. But in 1687, during the siege of Golconda, the tombs were converted into the Mughal army barracks. So एक यूज में एक सिग्निफिकेंट शिफ्ट आया था रिलीजियस से आर्मी यूज में. नाउ टॉक अबाउट द रिस्टोरेशन. इन द अर्ली 19th century, सर सलार जंग थर्ड initiated the restoration of fort, which means to restore the beauty and serenity of this tomb and garden. Yes, the restoration efforts has already taken place, For example, the Telangana State Archaeology and Museum Department, in partnership with Aga Khan Trust for Culture, has spearheaded the restoration project. Also, the restoration work like include step wells within the complex has been supported by the US Ambassador Fund for Cultural Preservation. So it was stopped, the restoration work was stopped in a pandemic in around 2019-20. It was commenced in 2013 but stopped in due to the COVID-19 pandemic. But since then it is resumed, but the pace is quite slower. Right. So before moving to the Qutub Shahi dynasty details, this is one important announcement for all the aspirant students who are preparing for UPSC examination, especially appearing for UPSC prelims 2024. So on 25th of Feb at 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. The Aptplus Academy is organizing a mock prelims test, and this test will be free of cost, no charge at all. You just need to register for this mock test. There are thousands of candidates who will be taking the test, so this is an opportunity to compete and compare yourself with thousands of other candidates. An early analysis for weak and strong area would go a long way in your UPSC journey. There is also a provision for awards, यानी top rankers, top 10 rankers would be awarded. पहले 3 rankers को मिलेगा free subscription for 49 mock tests, and 4th से 10 rankers को मिलेगा free subscription for 10 mock tests. You just need to register, visit the website, और जो कोड यहाँ पे दिया गया है you can scan that to register. Along with that, there is one more important information announcement to all those who are appearing in prelims 2024. Again, Aptplus Academy has come up with a test series Nishchay for prelims 2024. Comprehensive test series है, सब्जेक्ट मैटर ने डिज़ाइन किया है और बहुत सारे बेनिफिट्स हैं. 4900 हाई क्वालिटी क्वेश्चंस हैं, 10 रिकॉर्डेड डिस्कशन क्लासेस हैं और कॉन्फिडेंस गारंटीड है. इफ़ यू आर नॉट सेटिस्फाइड, योर मनी विल बी बैक, योर मनी विल बी रिटर्न. So realistic exam simulations, expert videos, and time bound practice to manage your time effectively that mirrors the actual exam format. It will help you to clear prelims, so it is a kind of shortcut to prelim confusions. You can visit the Aptplus Academy's website for more information for enrollment, and you can also scan the code given here on the screen to register. So now let's take an overview of the Qutub Shahi dynasty. And this is the Deccan, India, the South Indian. The area highlighted in yellow belongs to the Qutub Shahi dynasty. So it was a Islamic Sultanate, one of the 5 prominent dynasty that emerged in the Deccan following the downfall of Bahmani dynasty in 1518 AD. राइट. तो बहामनी सल्तनत क्या थी, 1500s में स्टार्टिंग ऑफ 16th century में डिक्लाइन होना शुरू हुई थी, एंड in 1518 it was fully declined when Krishnadev Rai of Vijayanagara Empire defeated the last rulers of Bahmani powers, right? And Qutub Shahi dynasty were one of those 5 major Deccan dynasty. वो 5 major Deccan dynasties कौन कौन सी थी, ये आप एक मैप देख रहे हैं, यहाँ पे आपको दिखेगा ये कौन कौन सी डायनेस्टी थी. इसमें आदिल शाह ऑफ बीजापुर, ये देखिए, जो कि 1490 में एस्टेब्लिश हुई थी. निज़ाम शाही ऑफ अहमदनगर, ऊपर देखिए इसके, इमाद शाही ऑफ बेरार, एंड दिस इज द कुतुब शाही ऑफ गोलकोंडा एस्टेब्लिश्ड इन 1518. यहाँ पे राइट, गोलकोंडा पे देखिए आप. एंड 5th वन इज बारिद शाही ऑफ बिदार 1528. राइट. सो नाउ दिस Muslim rulers of kingdom of Golconda was in Deccan of India, one of the 5 successor states थे Bahmani kingdom के. They were called Qutub Shahi of Golconda. 170 years तक रूल किया था, अराउंड 1518 से 1687 तक. एंड सुल्तान कुली कुतुबुल मुल्क was the founder of Qutub Shahi dynasty, and this person initially worked for the Muhammad Shah one of Bahmani kingdom, Bahmani dynasty. So 1518 में जब सल्तनत, बाहमनी सल्तनत का डाउनफॉल हुआ, कुली कुतुबुल मुल्क ने गोलकोंडा को सीज कर दिया, and he was appointed the region's ruler of Telangana, and he soon proclaimed his independence and assumed the name Qutub Shah. तो इसलिए hence founding the Qutub Shahi dynasty. Right? ये डायनेस्टी उसने फाउंड की, एस्टेब्लिश की गोलकोंडा की. Right? So the Qutub Shahi dynasty was a Persian Shia Islamic dynasty of Turkmen origin from the Hamadan region of Iran. It ruled the Sultanate of Golconda in the southern India. हमने देख लिया था वो. गोलकोंडा कैपिटल थी. Towards the end of the century, जो फिफ्थ रूलर था मोहम्मद कुली कुतुब शाह, ही बिल्ट ए कैपिटल एट हैदराबाद। क्यों? क्योंकि गोलकोंडा में कांस्टेंट वाटर शॉर्टेज के इश्यूज थे, राइट। यहाँ पे पिक्चर आप देख रहे हैं, इट इज द फिफ्थ रूलर ऑफ द कुतुब शाही डायनेस्टी, मोहम्मद कुली कुतुब शाह। ही ऑल्सो बिल्ट अ आइकॉनिक मॉन्यूमेंट ऑफ हैदराबाद, दैट इज चार मीनार इन 1591, correct? So it almost ruled for 170 years and successfully resisted the Mughal attack till 1687. And after 1687, during the Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb's rule, it was absorbed in the Mughal Empire. तो इससे पहले क्या हुआ था? 1636 में मुगल एम्परर शाहजहां ने एनफोर्स किया था मुगल सॉवरेनिटी ओवर द कुतुब शाही, एंड दे वर कंपेल्ड द कुतुब शाही टू पे द ट्रिब्यूट टू द मुगल्स. And also the Golconda took part in the overthrow of Vijayanagar Empire, that is in 1565. And the Golconda Sultanate was constantly in conflict with Adil Shahi and Nizam Shahi. हमने अभी देखे थे मैप में आदिल शाही और निजाम शाही को, राइट. सो द डायनेस्टी फाइनली एंडेड इन द 1687 जब मुगल रूलर औरंगजेब ने गोलकोंडा को कैप्चर किया. जो लास्ट सुल्तान थे अबुल हसन कुतुब शाह, ही वॉज जेल्ड फॉर द रेस्ट ऑफ हिज लाइफ. और ये किंगडम था, इसका एक्सपेंशन कहाँ था? अगर हम मॉडर्न डे से कंपेयर करें, इट वाज कर्नाटका, आंध्र प्रदेश, ओडिशा एंड तेलंगाना, राइट. सो लेट्स लर्न अबाउट द कल्चर, लैंग्वेज एंड इकोनॉमी इन ब्रीफ. सो द कुतुब शाही वर पैटर्न्स ऑफ पर्शियन शिया कल्चर. जो ऑफिशियल लैंग्वेज थी वाज पर्शियन ड्यूरिंग द इनिशियल ईयर, बट इन द अर्ली 17th century they adopted the Telugu language and the culture. So the Telugu language and culture were patronized, which led to the cultural shift. And about the tolerance and integration of the various sections of the society, initially these rulers followed a strict policy against the Hindus. The dynasty later, especially in times of Muhammad Quli Qutub Shah, permitted the Hindu festivals and practiced a more tolerant approach towards the diverse cultural traditions. Right, let's talk about the economy. Golconda Sultanate was renowned for its wealth. जनरली जो वेल्थ कहाँ से आती थी? लैंड टैक्सेस से और डायमंड माइनिंग से. जो डायमंड ट्रेड पे उनकी एक मोनोपोली थी, डायमंड प्रोडक्शन पे मोनोपोली थी, पर्टिकुलरली फ्रॉम द कोलूर माइंस, दैट मेड द गोलकोंडा डायमंड्स हाईली sought after globally. And it is also the widely accepted fact that the Qutub Shahi dynasty were instrumental in developing trade links with Middle East, Europe, East Asia. And interestingly, the port city of the Masulipattnam was also flourished under this their rule, and it became a hub for international trade. Quickly understand about the architecture and governance. So Qutub Shahi architecture reflects a blend of Indian and Persian style. We already know that. It is seen in the structures like Golconda Fort, Char Minar, and Mecca Masjid. चार मीनार 1591 में बनाई गई थी. वी ऑलरेडी डिस्कस दैट. सो द सुल्तान पेट्रोनाइज्ड लिटरेचर, म्यूजिक, आर्ट एंड दे कंट्रीब्यूटेड टू द रिच कल्चरल हेरिटेज ऑफ द रीजन. एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन की बात करें तो सेंट्रलाइज स्टेट थी, सुल्तान के पास एब्सोल्यूट पावर थी, एंड ही वाज सपोर्टेड बाय ए सिस्टम ऑफ मिनिस्टर एंड ऑफिशियल. बट जो सल्तनत वाज डिवाइडेड इनटू द प्रोविंसेस एंड डिस्ट्रिक्ट. एक स्ट्रिक्ट एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव हायरार्की थी जिसके सेंटर में कौन था? सुल्तान. रेवेन्यू कलेक्शन की अगर हम बात करें तो टैक्स कलेक्शन वाज थ्रू जागीर्स, ऑक्शन फार्म्स, ट्रेड, which contributed to the Sultan economic prosperity and in general Sultanat's economic prosperity. Now let's understand the previous year questions. तो इस तरह के क्वेश्चंस मीडिएवल से रिलेटेड आजकल पूछे जा रहे हैं. तो आप अगर ये क्वेश्चन देखें तो यहाँ पर सीधा फैक्ट्स हैं कि पहले मुगल इन्वेजन जो हुआ था इंडिया का कब हुआ था, अलाउद्दीन खिलजी के रीन में क्या हुआ था, मोहम्मद बिन तुगलक के रीन में क्या हुआ था. तो कुछ कुछ इस तरह की इन्फॉर्मेशन जरूरी हो जाती है. यू हैव टू मेमोराइज दैट. ये क्वेश्चन वाज आस्क्ड इन द प्रीलिम्स ऑफ यूपीएससी इन 2022. सी द फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट. पहली स्टेटमेंट की बात करें तो जब आप हिस्ट्री पढ़ेंगे तो यू विल रियलाइज दैट फर्स्ट मंगोल इन्वेजन ऑफ इंडिया वाज इन द इल्तुतमिश टाइम्स. तो पहला स्टेटमेंट जलालुद्दीन खिलजी के टाइम में नहीं था, इल्तुतमिश के टाइम में था. इट इज रॉन्ग. सेकेंड, during the reign of Alauddin Khilji, one Mongol assault marched up to the Delhi and besieged the city. His second statement is correct, right? And the third statement is Muhammad bin Tughlaq temporarily lost the portions of northwest of his kingdom to Mongol. यहाँ पे क्या था, मोहम्मद बिन तुगलक डिड नॉट लूज एनी काइंड ऑफ टेरिटरी टू द मंगोल्स. इन 1327 द चगाताई मंगोल्स invaded and seized the Delhi city, but after they were paid a huge ransom, so they lifted the siege, right? So the correct answer is 2 only. The correct answer is 2 only. So thank you for joining today's News in Focus session of FT Plus Academy, and I hope the discussion proves valuable for your various civil services exams like UPSC and other state PCS exams. Till then, stay tuned for more educational information and content and topics useful for exams. Keep learning, keep visiting FT Plus YouTube channel, and thanks for watching. Signing off.